service, I want you to know that you have to go back and listen to the sermon again. There's a difference between a preacher and a prophet. Preaching, can I get a witness? And every now and then you might have a preacher that is a prophet, or you might have a prophet who is a preacher. My responsibility as a pastor is your growth. Can I get a witness? My responsibility as a pastor is that whether it comes from a preacher, from a prophet, that you would receive as I have received. And a lot of times people get it all twisted. Amen. And I thank God that y'all don't call me during the week. Amen. Concerning what I need to do or what I need to do for you. But I want you to know that when you go back, there will be two sections to the sermon. It will be split into two. Amen. And I want you to listen to it. And I wish I could have told Apostle before that he didn't have to rush through it and come back. Because really, there are two sermons. But I'm not going to touch that. But I want you, those of you, especially if visitors, if you've not been here before, I want you to go back and listen to what I put down, because it's very important. Many preachers talk about seasons. Amen. It's a favorite phrase for preachers. But when you hear it in the way you heard it today, you have to do something about it. Can I get a witness? And I want you, if you have a pen, I want you to write this very quickly. If you don't have it, you would have to figure out a way, because when we edit, we would take this out of it. You wouldn't get it like this. But I want you to remember these 4 words. One, that we are entering a season of silence. Can I get a witness? You all heard that, right? We are entering what? A season of what? Of silence. Those of us who like to talk. And sometimes when I have the upper hand, I feel like letting you know that I have the upper hand. But I want you to do what I will be trying to do this week. Amen. I want you to remember that when they push you to the point where you know you are right, and you'll be right in whatever you're going to say, still remember that this is a season of silence. We are what? Entering. Number 2, it's a season of what? That we're about to enter, a season of shifting. I'm just giving back to you what I received. I just want to make sure that we're on the same page. I don't want you to call me during the week, amen, and try to get me to pray for you. I'm not going to pray for you, because if you're going through shifting this week, the man of God already what? Prepared you. Oh, y'all heard what I just said. Amen. Amen. Thirdly, it's a season that we are entering of sowing seeds. We're dealing with folks, the man of God said, we're dealing with folks that are stuck. And stuck folks try to get you stuck also. And the man of God said that it will get you out of what? Stuck folks unconsciously try to get you out of what? Out of your destiny. And sometimes you be somebody as close as a relative who is stuck and trying to what? Get you stuck and doesn't even know. So you have to have the upper hand to know those who are trying to get you what? Stuck. And the only way you can get out of being stuck, is to sow a seed. A sow a seed is not just going out there and getting some corn and sowing it. Do something that you're not comfortable with. Can I get a witness? Oh, y'all didn't hear that. I'm just giving back to you what I received. Somebody has to take one of these things. We are about to enter what? A season of what? Of sowing seed. Because the man of God said that's the only way you can get out of that what? Of being stuck. It may be what? A financial blessing. I don't want to tell you how much Fresh Fire blessed me last week. Can I get a witness? I normally don't take envelopes. And if I go to a church and I pray, but I received it. Can I get a witness? And I believe that is going to what? Bear fruit also. When you sow seed, it can change the trajectory, and it can change your complete what? Environment. I want somebody to be a blessing. SS2 is going to have an event next week. I was asking a suggested donation of $30. Some of you are already talking that, you know what, I'm not paying no $30. But you're not giving her $30. You are sowing a seed, number one, to encourage her Amen. To encourage her that at this age, if she can do that, then you know what? You don't have to sell your soul to the world. And so first and foremost, we're sowing what? A seed into what? Into her ministry. How many of you are going to show up? How many tickets have you sold? How many? You don't know that? Her manager? Okay, I talked to her manager. I want everybody who claim they are members of Germantown, I want you to be here next Saturday at 5 o'clock. The door closes at 5, and I'm going to what? I'm going to be obedient to that. The doors will be open from 4 to 5. I'm going to ask one of our social media people to put it where? On Eventbrite. It's not the money. It's the seed that you're sowing that will change. You might not be able to come. I can still take your change. Like somebody said all the way from Virginia, she was here last week. She said she will send her money. I also want to say this. Next year, we'll be leaving all the members to sow a seed of $1,000. Pastor, what am I going to get from? I know I'm not trying to get you to what? To give me $1,000. You may get it. God may bless some of you, and you may get it, and you would know that God is a faithful God. But for those of us who just have what I call progressive faith, $3 a day will give you more than $1,000 at the end of 2026. You can even start now. Don't take it to the bank. Put it under your pillow. Put it somewhere where you can. Or give it to Sister Gates. $3 what? A day. That's not part of your tithes. $3 what? A day. At the end of the year, every month will give you what? $90. 90 times 12, 1,080. I know my math is right. So I'm not expecting you to give me $1,000. And I'm going by what I receive from this word. It will change your track. What it will do is that it will forever change this ministry as to how we are sustained. Oh, y'all didn't hear that. Lastly, it's a season of strengthening. If you're feeling weak in any way, the man of God said, it's a season of what? Of strengthening. Did somebody hear that? And so you got to shake it off this week. You got to shake it off the next 3 months. When the devil push stuff on you, you push stuff on yourself, or people push stuff on you, you got to what? Shake it off. Like the Apostle Paul shook off that snake that jumped out of a fire on him. It's a season of strength. Y'all heard that, right? God is with you in every season. However your season is, it may be a season of depression. It may be a season of hurt. I don't know what season it is. It's none of your business. It's none of my business. But the apostle said, whatever season you are in, God is with you in that season. And your present season would not determine your next season. I heard many men and women of God, and I'm giving back to you, trying to put it in my little head, how it makes